Okay, guys, we are back for chapter 9. This chapter is called Lightning. Lightning. In my determination to take care of Worm, I almost miss the man smell. I crouch, freeze. Men are walking toward the bachelor wolves slowly and quietly. The wolves are so busy at their meat, still struggling over which one is the lead wolf, they do not hear the men coming. Their noses are so full of their kill, they do not smell the men coming. The men crouch on the ground on a rise just above them. Mother's words come to mind. They can kill with a look and a loud noise. They can kill with a look and a loud noise. So think about what that means. I watch and I wait. The men lift black sticks to their shoulders. Something is bad here. I can feel it. The fur all over my body rises. Hold still, I say to Worm. He lies motionless. The bachelor wolves have not caught scent of the men or me. They are busy with their food. The smell of it is agony. I need that meat. Worm needs it even more. If only the men would go away. I would be begging for my portion, eating, bringing a bellyful to share with Worm. I am tempted, sorely tempted, to join that feast. The men are just watching. But Mother's words linger. They can kill with a look. What does that mean? And then the men throw lightning from their sticks. A flash of fire, a clap of thunder, and the wolves go down. The brown wolf goes to the ground without even a cry. The gray one yelps aloud. He struggles to run, but his back legs won't move. He drags them for a few agonizing steps, and then another lightning bolt flares, and then another. The men are shouting now. Both wolves are down, but the lightning and the thunder go on. Each burst makes the dead bodies jump. Oh. The sound of it shatters my heart. Panic floods me, and my breath comes in gasp, as if I'm drowning. Run! Worm is already moving, rigid with fear. He runs stiff-legged, as fast as his whims will let him, and I bound after him. Mother taught us to scatter when the scent of a hunting cougar is on the ground, but I cannot leave Worm now, so we run, flat out, shoulder to shoulder. I save him. He is all I have. A shout comes from behind. The thunder stops. Don't leave me, Worm pants by my side. Fear drives me to familiar ground, back over the path of the raven from this morning. I search my memory for some scrap of cover along the way, someplace, any place. The mountains had trees and ravines, thickets and caves. On the prairie there is only room to run and nowhere to hide. But if we can run far enough, darkness will hide us, and the useless noses of men will never lead them to us. A little farther, I say, to Worm, as he stumbles beside me. Just a little more. There is a tree, a hawthorn. We turn toward it, crouching underneath its spunky branches. Worm drops his head to the ground, breathing hard. I cannot see his wounds in the dark, but I can smell that red has begun to seep out of them. I curl my body around him, and I put all my hope in silence. There is a crack like a stick being broken, and light shines out from where the men stand. It is as if a star has come out of the sky. An icicle of light sweeps across the grass. I hold my breath. It passes over us. I can feel Worm tremble with fear. The star swings back and shines all of its light on us. The dark green leaves and the black hawthorn berries glisten in the light. The light does not move on. It stays, and we are frozen in its icy touch. The growl of a noisemaker breaks the silence. Worm whimpers in terror. I shush him with a look. They will get inside the noisemaker and go away, like men do. Then a second growl follows the first. They will go. They will get in their noisemakers, and we will never smell them again. The ground shivers as the noisemakers begin to move. So I wonder what the noisemakers are. They pick up speed, and I can feel, hear, smell that they are coming. I want to run. I need to hide. Pain saps my courage. There is nowhere else to go. I can feel Worm's heart against my chest, pounding as wildly as my own. The noisemakers slow and then stop. The cold white light fills me with dread, even though I am still hidden in shadow. A clap of thunder, a flash of lightning. I smell the sharp tooth of something whiz past my ears. We leap up, scampering away from the light that now swings back and forth across the grass. The lightning comes again and bursts. Again I feel it scorch the air above my head. A tooth falls, dead in front of me, kicking up a puff of dust. Worm swerves to the side, and I dodge the opposite way. The light cannot follow us both. I will draw it away from him. I yelp to attract attention. I make noise as I sprint. While Worm runs in complete silence with all the strength he has left, the light swings towards me and away. As lightning snaps at my feet, Worm cries out, one sharp wail drowned out by lightning. My heart is bursting. I cannot see Worm. I can only run and hope. The mint field lies ahead, and I plunge into it. The thick stalks and leaves brush against me, bearing all smell of everything else. I will find Worm on the other side. I burst out of the field, and the Black River lies ahead. I can still hear the lightning behind me over the roar of the noisemakers coming down the Black River. I am too frightened to stop, too desperate to be afraid. I do not break my stride. The Black River is hard and sticky at the same time. The heat of the day lingers on it. A huge noisemaker lets out a call like a bull elk. It swerves to one side and the other, and I jump for the far shore, and it whooshes behind me. The far side of the Black River is steep and grassy and dark. I fall down it, rolling over and over, tucking in my legs so that they will not break. I tumble down in darkness, and when I finally skid to a stop, the night has gone silent, and I am utterly alone. Okay, so here's a time change marker. At first, I can only lie flat on the steep rocky hillside. The ground still seems to be spinning. My breath comes in ragged gasps. My own heart beating is the only sound that I can hear. When my ears stop ringing, when the dazzle of lightning fades, and I can see again in the dark, I look for Worm. I listen for him, long for him, but he does not come. The thunder and lightning have stopped. The sweep of cold light across the ground is gone. The sound of the noisemakers is gone. And Worm is gone. I should go back. If he is alive, he will need me. I look up the long dark slope, and I shudder at the memory of the noisemaker whizzing by at my heels. The sticky feel of the Black River, the bitter smell, I never want to cross it again. I should go back, but the dread of all I have seen, heard, and smelled, how could anyone survive it? I cannot face the men, the lightning, the noisemakers again. I pick myself up off the ground, and everything hurts. I look over my shoulder. There is nothing but death behind me. Nowhere to go but onward. I hear the water below me. There's not a tree or a shrub, not even tall grass to hide me. I pick my way around the rocks, testing my footing on the loose stones. The sound of water at the canyon floor guides me in the dark. I want nothing except for a place to hide, somewhere secret and safe, where men will never find me. I want it more than meat and water and the light of day. I limp down and farther down. Rocks give way to grass and then shrubs and then finally trees. By nose and instinct, I find a hidden spot along the canyon bottom with a rocky ledge overhead, and a pine tree with branches that sweep the ground in front to hide me from everything. I turn in a weary circle, whispering the names of my pack for comfort. I am asleep before I hit the ground. In my dreams, I am running in panic through a thunderstorm that never ends. I wake when the sun finally reaches deep into the canyon. Everything still hurts, and I am too exhausted to take a few steps to water. I sniff the air for danger. I smell again for hope. I fall asleep again, thirsty and listening. I wake the next day, with more thirst and with no hope at all for warm. He was weak and wounded before the lightning came. I lie listening a long time before I risk a drink. The next morning I risk a longer drink, and I am not so stiff as before. The bruises from my fall are slowly fading, but the hard edges of my memory become sharper. They push deep into me like a tooth. Worm followed me. He found me. I promised to protect him. I promised. I remember all those summer days in the mountains when Worm let me play hunt him. He helped me get stronger. He sharpened my stalk and my spring. And all those times when he pushed me to run faster, all those times when he took the nips and the snaps from sharp and pounce so that I would not have to take them, he made me the wolf that I am. And I lost him. I was not strong enough. I was not fast enough to save his life. He died alone, with no one beside him to sing his name to the wolf star. In my dreams, I can hear Worm and smell him. I run and run and run, and just when I have almost found him, running far ahead of me, I wake up, weary and heartsick. The skin over my belly grows slack, but I do not feel hungry. I only feel empty. Okay, that's the end of chapter 9. We'll start back with chapter 10, and that one's called Canyon.